Or, it could be up to Sinead Democrats now to solve if they will do protections for the postponed activity for infancy arrivals, DACA, program budget recipients a state of his supporting for a must-pass conducting draft or punt the question to following year while they yet include months to job it of. Where's no cause it can't get made, but where's a lot how as necessary to be made in the following 10 days, more Democratic Senator Patty Murray of Washington, a term of the Sinead Democrats' management, told on DACA on Monday night. We include the microchip deauthorization, we requirement the budgeting numbers, we include several decisions on a quantity of real. Requested if Democrats would deny a conducting draft how punted DACA to January, freelance Maine Senator Angus Starr, who caucuses in the Democrats, told, I can't reply how. Republic leaders include deserted common cold water supply on the concept how a DACA transactions could get assigned to a year-end conducting PAC, guideline to questions on if Democrats, by blood pressure of his basis, would close downward the by the government above a program how doesn't start to elapse completely before March. Activists and several more Democratic members spot out how the must-pass conducting last date could be the side's top prospect to affect blood pressure on Republicans who don't wish a by the government shut to happen while they monitoring all levers of by the government. How's a facility issue how's not verifiable to a easy reply? Where's a entire lot of real how are not solved law currently? Republicans monitoring the entire by the government, building Sinead and White's building. We are which, 69, 70 days history microchip permission. I've got guys press each day on Fire Ease, Maiden Islands, Puerto Rico. Microchip and dreamers, told Senator Chris Coons of Delaware, a Democrat. I believe we ought to be capable to fix all of how, and if it conducted else 1 week or 2 to solve all of such, I believe guys will pardon us. But I don't believe we should go household or shut out the year out of a precise way to allowing largest Democrats in the Sinead say they are upbeat how an migration draft will be gone by the end of the year or shut to it and how they'll never be constrained to solve among financing the by the government or giver confidence to DACA budget recipients. Yet, in less rather than 2 weeks before convention many faces its conducting last date and no actual, specific trade-off on DACA at the spot, he's not clear how Democrats will begin if they are florid in no solutions for youthful migrant. Where's yet several talks departure on among several Democrats and several Republicans on how to get them made, told Senator Zana Shaheen, a Democrat of New Hampshire. I'm encouraging how we'll make a favorable result. Negotiations include encircled for months on a fix to DACA, but sticking out points stay. Work groups and bipartisan talks include shaped and faltered in both of chambers, in several ongoing by the radar gun though as management focuses on greater image issues love tax reformation and conducting cap talks. On the building party, great and file members in the issue solvers faction are hard to achieve a bipartisan trade-off. Time minority group Dick Durbin of Illinois continues to conduct negotiations in a band of Republicans concerned in a transactions on the Sinead party. Blood pressure has been growing on management of both of sides as the end of the year looms. Democrats on the leftward, particularly congressional Latin American faction members in the building, include spurred building minority group lead Nancy Pelosi of California to conduct company on needing thing by the end of the year. Illinois Representative Luis Gutierrez told it would be a treachery to shove the struggle before January, and fair recent 1 week Pelosi incorporated to not go household for the year out of a install. Mild Republicans include as well desired to shove his management for a fix by the end of the year, in almost 6 building Republicans calling building orator Gender Ryan of Wisconsin to go up in a decision by later. But on the some party, Conservative Party love the building Liberty faction include as well endangered a policy cost if Ryan were to add a transactions to a conducting PAC. In individual, more Democratic personnel include been worried on creature capable to achieve a trade-off by the end of the year, and if Republicans will cavern in the person of a capacity shut, potential coercion Democrats brush. Yet, at low 1 Sinead more Democratic assistant on Monday remained upbeat, proverb behind chamber negotiations were manufacturing more than advance rather than social posturing might specify. Senator Patrick Leahy, who has been work on a DACA transactions, told he wouldn't conduct negotiations openly on which Democrats will do if a transactions isn't achieved by the end of the year, but how his team continues to job. It should include been made 5 months back, the Vermont Democrat told. Through the whole trial, CEO Donald Trump card has remained the secret. Lawmakers aware how his bless could enable a transactions to occur quickly, time his social opposition to a transactions could show its bad omen. The CEO had speak favorably in September on DACA budget recipients and spurred convention to achieve a transactions, but in latter weeks NE has undertaken to uncompromising rhetorical on illicit migration and accusing Democrats for criminality. Republicans, who do supporting a fix to DACA, say how he's yet an outdoor issue if a transactions will go along by the feast, but how no question which, they expect to see Republicans and Democrats go along to hold the by the government underfunded. I supporting marriage up DACA reformation to boundary safety and a breakdown in circuit migrating on the conducting draft, told Senator Lindsey Graham, a Republic of Southward Carolina. I supporting how I'm not departure to close downward the by the government above he.